So, I was just explaining Megan Morse because, like I said, John Jones, aka Martian Manhunter, ends up in that very same bar that Alex was in. And the moment the bartender turned around and saw Jean, she freaked out and left, and he followed her, and she revealed herself to be Megan Morse. And if you guys remember, Megan Morse is in fact in the comics. That is her alien name, her given alien name, and she's known as the superhero Miss Martian. And she is from Mars, but unlike Martian Manhunter, who's a green Martian, spoiler alert, in the comics, she's a white Martian. And she, like I said, she's affiliated with Teen Titans and Young Justice. I'm not gonna get too much into it, but hang on. She has made some appearances. Her first real appearance outside comics was actually in the animated show Young Justice, loosely based on her comic book thing. She introduced herself as the niece of Martian Manhunter, and in the animated series, she also ends up getting an adopted brother, being Beast Boy, because Beast Boy's mother ends up dying, and she ends up taking him in, and also to the point where Beast Boy's powers in Young Justice ended up coming from Megan because he ended up sick, and she did a blood transfusion for him. And the blood transfusion ended up giving him shape-shifting abilities for him to transform into not only animals, but gave him green skin. And when Beast Boy's mother died, she took him in as an adopted younger brother. She's also made a guest appearance in Teen Titans Go, which was in a crossover with the Young Justice cartoon characters. She appears in the web series DC Superhero Girls. She's a playable character in the Young Justice Legacy game and Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, and apparently she's actually made a guest appearance outside the DC world because the Young Justice version of Miss Martian, Wonder Girl, Artemis, and Zatanna have made a cameo appearance in the movie Scooby-Doo WrestleMania Mystery, which I thought was pretty freaking funny. That's the most random thing she could ever make an appearance in. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But anyway, that happened, and also we see James totally being a bad ASS because he pretty much put Snapper in his place because he's like, I'm the CEO, you listen to what I say because I am the boss. And I thought that was pretty freaking cool. So this episode was pretty interesting, you know. We got to have a couple more stuff from the comics show up, like the planet Daxam. We got to see a very well-known officer of law, Maggie Sawyer, who's associated with not just Superman's world, but Batman as well. Not only did we get to see another planet mentioned from DC Comics Daxam, we got to find a Daxamite, which is Mon-El, which was pretty cool, and I want to see a dynamic between the two now that Superman has left National City to go back home. It'd be cool to see another person with the same powers as Supergirl, because like I said, he basically has the same power. The only difference is instead of being, instead of the weakness of kryptonite, he's weak against lead. But other than that, they're basically the same, you know what I mean? So, with Superman going back home to his city, I want to see a dynamic between Kara Zor-El and Mon-El. I want them to work together. It would be pretty freaking cool. And, of course, more of Maggie Sawyer, because I love Maggie. Seeing Linda coming back into the world of DC, but this time as a president? Come on, I love Linda. She was the greatest Wonder Woman of all time in the 1970s, and she comes back in DC comic media, and she plays the president. And not only that, apparently, not only is she the president, she's apparently secretly an alien. So, That's pretty freaking cool. And then we see another DC character making her first appearance in. Well, this is not her first appearance in media, because her first appearance in media was in the animated show Young Justice, but this is her first live action appearance, and that is Miss Martian herself, Megan Morse, and I can't wait to see more of her and her interaction with Martian Manhunter, because that must be awkward as heck, right? And also, I heard that James Olsen, the actor who plays James Olsen, has revealed that not only is he going to be obviously James Olsen in the show, apparently James Olsen is going to take up a superhero name and costume in season 2. I won't get too much into it, or maybe I can. Hang on. Give me a sec, guys. So, like I said, the actor who plays James Olsen revealed that James Olsen will be taking up a superhero mantle and costume in season 2, and it's a very well-known DC superhero by the name of Guardian. And if you remember, Guardian is actually James Jacob Harper, aka Jim Harper, and if I remember correctly, he's obviously human from Earth. He's affiliated with the Science Police, Project Cadmus, All-Star Squadron, Newsboy Legion, and the Justice League. He had exceptional hand-to-hand combat, tactician, excellent gymnast, carries a golden helmet and shield, and uses custom motorcycle and a set of video cameras. And in the comics, Guardian ended up having a clone of himself. Jim Harper ended up having a clone who also became Guardian, who had enhanced strength and flexes, accelerated healing factor, and access to Wizwagon. After the post-Infinite Crisis, there were 2 others that ended up with the name of Guardian, one of them being Mal Duncan and the other one Jake Jordan. A teenage version of Guardian appears as a supervillain under the name Private Hive in Teen Titans Animated. Mal Duncan's version of Guardian shows up. Well, actually, no. Strike that. Jim Harper's Guardian appears in the animated show Young Justice. And, we find out that this Guardian was superhero, what's his face? Who's Red? Roy Harper's uncle. And we find out that the Guardian we saw in the beginning of the Young Justice animated was in fact a clone. And so, yeah, and also Mal Duncan's Guardian shows up in Young Justice in the 2nd season as he takes up the mantle shortly afterwards, which I thought was pretty freaking cool, you know what I mean? So, yeah, we got a whole plethora of superheroes showing up and news of superheroes, you know what I mean? Like, we got Supergirl, we got to see Superman, the lady who played Wonder Woman in the 1970s is now the president and secretly an alien. We got a very well-known cop from Gotham and Metropolis, Maggie Sawyer. We got another DC world being Daxam. We got Mon-El. We got Miss Martian. And apparently James Olsen will be Guardian. So I find that highly interesting considering James has never in the comics taken up a mantle of Guardian. Like I said, there are only technically 4 people who've taken up that mantle. Jim Harper clone, Mal Duncan, and that other guy. I forgot his name already. But James Olsen in the comics has never taken up the Guardian mantle in the comics, so this will be very interesting to hear, and I wonder which episode. I believe the actor has posted up a picture of him in costume already. So take a look at that. Find the actor and look for any of his social medias. I know he posted it somewhere. Someone did. But anyway, that is my reaction rant to Supergirl Season 2, Episode 3, titled Welcome to Earth. I thought it was really cool that, they're, signing something in order to recognize aliens as one of us, which I thought was pretty cool. I thought that was a cool little diversity moment there. And seeing all these people and seeing, you know, Kara struggle through her prejudice against Daxamites because of her biased opinion, and also her biased opinion when it came to the alien detection device that Lena Luthor made. I thought that was a really interesting thing, and I like the fact that, you know, we could be possibly seeing a bonding moment between Kara Zor-El and Mon-El now, and also the meeting of J'onn J'onzz and M'gann Morse. I want to see them bond too. And it's cool to see Alex with a friend, you know, in Maggie, which I thought was pretty cool. But considering in the comics, Maggie, not the comics, but in Arkham Knight, Maggie was revealed to be married to Cat Kane, who, if you remember in the comics, Cat Kane is Batwoman. So, will there be a love thing with Alex and Maggie? That would be kind of sick. You're not gonna lie to you. I'll be like, rock on, guys, rock on. But anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing more James as an authority figure, since he's now, you know, the CEO of Catco. I'm looking forward to seeing him as Guardian, his own version of Guardian. I'm looking forward to that. Could there possibly an Alex and Maggie Sawyer romance? That would be so sick. I want it to happen, and I'm kind of like nervous and excited for Miss Martian and Martian Manhunter to, since they just met, I want them to get to know each other and, you know, bond. And I'm wondering if they actually will reveal that she is in fact, in the comics, spoiler alert, a white Martian instead of green. And I wonder if they do, how will, you know, J'onn feel about the fact that M'gann is a white Martian instead of green. And I really do want a team up with Kara Zor-El and Mon-El. I mean, Daxam and Krypton are kind of like sister planets. They have almost the same exact pretty much the same exact abilities, just different weaknesses. They're basically the same, you know what I mean? So now that Kal-El is back at Metropolis, I want there to be someone relatable for Kara there, and Mon-El's like the perfect one. So I'm looking forward to that, you know. And will they ever find out that President Olivia Marsden, who of course played our 1970s Wonder Woman, is an alien? I don't know. But we have to find out, right? So I'll see you guys in the next episode, and I believe the next video I will be recording will be The Flash Season 3, Episode 4, titled The New Rogues, which premiered October 25th, because technically right now it's 1:13 in the morning, so technically it's the 26th today. So I will most likely have that as soon as possible, probably, again, midnight, as per usual. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. And to answer, someone actually commented on one of my videos, it's like, do you have like a human artillery here? I'm like, yes. Yes, I do. This is nothing. I got two bows, a crossbow, katana, double swords that, it looks like a rod, but when you open it, it's two swords, and then it connects at the end to make like a, kind of like a double-edged sword thing. I have a sword over there. I have two, I forgot what they're called already. Tontos. I have two Tontos somewhere. I have a lot of weapons. And if you're wondering why I'm constantly in this robe, it's because this is one of my only bedroom robes, and I'm really cold most of the time. So, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video. And no, I'm not a sickly person who can't leave her room. Don't worry about that, okay? Bye, Boo.